Hi everyone, I'm Karla Payonk, an attorney here at Quinn Law Group, and today we're going to talk about some of the differences between workers' compensation claims and third-party liability claims.
Can you explain what a workers' compensation is?
Yeah, so workers' compensation is insurance that covers you when you get injured on the job. So it does not require actually proving that anybody did anything wrong, but rather it's insurance that when you get hurt on the job, it will cover a percentage of the wages that you are losing while you're recovering from those injuries.
Can you explain what a third-party claim is?
So a third-party claim is different because in a third-party claim, you are required to prove that somebody is actually at fault. So here, somebody was negligent, they did something wrong to cause your injuries. And when negligence is involved in a third-party claim, then you're able to seek more than just a percentage of your lost wages. You actually get to recover all of your lost wages, as well as any future medical expenses and pain and suffering, which is one of the most important distinctions between a third-party claim and a workers' compensation claim.
Can I have both a workers' compensation claim and a third-party claim?
You could have both a workers' compensation and a third-party claim. It just really depends on if you can prove that there was somebody else at fault for your injuries. So you cannot sue your employer for both a workers' compensation claim and for negligence. Rather, it would have to be your employer on the workers' compensation claim and a third party liable on the negligence side.
Do I have to pay back workers' compensation?
So workers' compensation generally pays for your course of medical treatment. You do not have to pay that back. The only way you would have to pay it back would be through any third-party settlement or verdict. And that's because workers' compensation insurance technically has a right to seek back any money that they paid an individual out while they were hurt as a result of getting hurt on the job, if ultimately somebody else is found liable. So if somebody else is found liable in a third-party claim, then out of that settlement or out of that verdict, you would pay back your workers' compensation funds.
How are my claims affected if I work as a driver who is an independent contractor?
Yeah, we have a lot of clients, or we see a lot of potential clients who work as an independent contractor, but they are a driver. So for example, they might work for Amazon or Amazon Flex delivering packages. They might work for a rideshare service like Uber or Lyft, or a delivery service like DoorDash or Uber Eats. And all of those types of jobs do hold a different role because as an independent contractor, you are not technically an employee of any of those companies, Amazon, Uber, or Lyft. Those employees, or employers rather, see you as an independent contractor. As such, that generally makes you responsible for your own insurance and would prevent you from being able to raise a workers' compensation claim.
Is it too late to ask for more money after accepting the initial offer?
Usually, yes. Once you accept that offer from the insurance company, and then importantly, once you sign that release, at that point you are saying my claim is fully closed. So that means you can't go back later and ask for more money, even if there might be new medical bills coming in.
Should I be accepting the first offer from the insurance company?
In most cases, no. The insurance company will typically what we call lowball you with that initial offer, and they're trying to see how much you're willing to negotiate. So typically, we would say do not accept that first offer from the insurance company.
What happens if my injuries get worse after I accept an offer?
Unfortunately, again, once you accept that offer, your claim is pretty much closed. So if your injuries get worse and you have more medical bills, you're going to struggle to recover them and likely not be able to recover them from that claim where you've already accepted the offer. So that's why it's important and why we advise our clients not to accept any offer until you're sure that your treatment is complete and you understand the prognosis of your injuries.
Will the insurance company increase their initial offer if I wait or decline the first offer?
Often the insurance companies will increase after the first offer, and typically they're looking to see, again, is the client or the individual seeking the claim willing to negotiate, or are they just looking to take the first offer? And then once our client does kind of reject that first offer, they're looking for things like, is treatment continuing, and how are the injuries progressing from there?
How do I know if that initial offer is fair?
So a fair settlement should include more than just any current or past medical bills. It should include any future medical bills, any future medical costs that you might incur, as well as pain and suffering and reduced earning capacity.